Hey folks, welcome back to the channel.
Hello.
So, we have had some goodies.
We have.
I can't even tell you how excited I have been. So, the lovely, lovely, lovely people over at Jacquard have sent us a whole goodie bag of some just amazing things.
Yeah.
And the first one,
many.
several
Yep.
that we're going to highlight are the Pinata inks.
Yeah.
And I have to say, wow, they are right. First off, the colours are just divine. And they sent us a whole rainbow of colours.
Yep.
And then they sent us some varnish, some Claro extender. What am I talking about?
Extender.
Can't get my words out. Some. Oh, what's the other one called? I've forgotten.
It's right there in front of you.
Oh, deep cleaner. It's the cleaner. The two big bottles of white and black. And yeah, it was like Christmas morning.
And this is just the first bit as well, because they've sent us
other things too.
Other things as well.
Yes, but
which we'll be showing.
They're a surprise.
Yes, we were showing in another video.
Yes, but for this one and alcohol inks, I thought, well, what are we going to do? And I thought we would go back to the start, as it were. That was me just hugging them. I spent quite some time hugging them. I'm not going to lie. There was a lot of hugging.
Yeah.
So, I dug out my little windows mould. And when I say go back to the start, what I mean is a lot of people, when they very first start resin, one of the first sort of techniques that they try is the Petri effect.
Yeah.
So, or Petri, depending on where you're from. But I'm going to continue to call it Petri because that's kind of what everybody calls it on the internet. Although, anyway, so the first thing that I did was I took a needle nose bottle and I filled it up with the Blanco white.
You decanted it.
I decanted it, yes. I decanted it into a needle nose bottle. And then I've got these little ball bearings that I put in the bottle with it. Now, the reason I put the ball bearings in is because the Blanco Blanco, the white, is pigment based. So when you shake it, you really want to shake it very well because you want to the pigment will actually settle at the bottom of the bottle. And if you haven't shook it up properly, you're not going to get a proper drop. So I put in the ball bearing and that will wish around as I shake it and just help agitate the pigment.
Check you
I
out.
know. It's like I know what I'm talking about. It's unreal. So yeah, that's that one. And then I did exactly the same for the black. And that was that. So I've got two molds here. So the first one, I'm just going to put in. So anyone who's watched our channel for any length of time knows that when I get new colours, the first thing I do is make a swatch chart. So that's all that is. That's just to make my swatch chart. I'm not going to show it in, well, you'll see me making it, but I'm not going to show the final thing in this one because it isn't ready. In a nutshell, I don't finish it in this one, but rest assured in the next one it will be, I will show you. So this mold I got from Little Windows, which if you're in the UK, yes, there is postage, a considerable bit of postage to pay on it, but it's worth every single penny because I love the molds. They are just, they're brilliant.
Yeah,
they're fantastic.
No, they are.
With Petri effect, what I've done is I've poured a little bit of resin into the molds and I've done the top three and the first rectangle. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the first sort of 9 colours that we've got.
The others will be in the next one.
No, I don't actually. I'm going to use more than that. But I'm going to try and go through them in a bit of order, as it were. But let's be realistic about these things. Let's manage expectations. We both know it's not going to happen.
No.
So I wanted to do Petri.
So the Petri is literally you pour in a little bit of resin and then just drop ink on top.
Yes, you drop ink on top. So from what I've researched, from what I've seen, Petri, traditional Petri is you drop the ink and then you drop some white pigment,
like a sinker
on top, and what happens is the heaviness of the white pigment drops through the ink and takes the colour with it. And then you get this sort of Petri effect, like it's in a Petri dish. That's why it's called the Petri technique. Now, if you watch Daniel Cooper, he always swirls his cabochons. He waits about an hour and then he stirs them. He gives them a little stir. And in this one, I don't do that because the reason being, I just wanted to do a very basic Petri effect.
Yeah.
Just as straightforward and as simple and as original as I could. I didn't want to do any fancy schmancy on it.
Fancy schmancy.
I just wanted to do straightforward Petri. And I watched Lisa from Break the Mold Resin Art. She did it a couple of weeks ago. And I thought, blimey, I've not done that for so long. And I'm sure it's one of those things that most people do when they first start resin, because it's a cool, relatively simple technique. But once you've kind of mastered it, you don't... I don't
tend
know.
to go back.
Do other people tend to go back a lot? Because I didn't. I mastered it, got it right, and then I've literally not done it since. So...
Yeah, because I remember doing a Petri. It didn't work out very well, but...
Yeah. So...
I don't think I used... I don't think my sinker was sinky enough.
Well, we've never had Blanco Blanco till now.
No.
So I don't know how this is going to turn out. Well, I do, because I made it. But at this point...
while you're making it,
whilst I'm making it, I was, is this going to work? But I got to be honest, even if it didn't, I love the colours. They are so vibrant. The reason they're so vibrant is because the alcohol inks use a light fast dye, and Jacquard are very, very well known for their dyes. So dyes are their thing.
Yeah.
And they don't do, they don't make resin tools, they don't make resin molds, they don't make resin, they just do dyes. That's their thing. They are a colour company that make dyes for every possible conceivable material. They do a dye for it, and it's...
I know, yeah, we've got quite a fair few of them. We
have, yes, but it's one of those things. You either do some companies do lots of things okay, and some companies do one thing very, very well.
Jack of all trades and master of none.
Yeah. And I think these particular products are an example of one thing exceptionally well.
Yeah.
So I do stir them. What am I talking about? Oh, I know where I don't stir them. I know now. I literally made these 2 days ago.
Actually, if I remember rightly, you do.
Not the other ones, I don't. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Well, we shall see. It's going to be a surprise for both of us now, isn't it?
No, I'm pretty sure that you stir them.
So I made the small ones, and I thought, that's not enough. So I dug out my 6 coaster mold, and I thought I'm just going to make 4 of these, and I'm gonna really try and see if because you've got a nice bit of depth. I mean, I didn't do them all the way. I did the coasters are about half the thickness of these molds.
Yeah, because those are like really chunky.
Oh, they're proper, really, really deep ones.
But they're really good if you want to put something in them.
Yeah, absolutely. But I thought I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go in here.
Yeah.
Now, I was watching somebody, and I don't remember who it is. If I can remember, I will put a link to their demo in the description. But what they did is they actually put the white down first, which I had never seen anyone else do. I'm sure someone has done it, but I'd never seen it done before. So I thought, I'm going to give that a go.
I thought the point of the white was that the white would drag the colour down.
It is, but in this particular video, she does it the other way around. So I thought, I'm going to try just on one of the coasters. I'm going to try that way and just see what happens. So that's what I did. And, we shall see, won't we? And I thought the best colour that I can think that I thought the colour that would look the best is sort of the chili red, because
does it not turn pink?
No, it doesn't.
Does it not?
No, it does not turn pink.
Wow.
Which, I mean, that in itself should tell you how good these colours are and how vibrant and how, really, I mean, you can see they're not going pink.
Well, the middle bit is a little bit.
Not really. Not really. I can show you an alternative ink that will go completely pink.
Yeah.
They do not. They stay colour true. In my view, to my eyes, they do stay 100% colour true. So, and then what I did is I went round again with another drop. So you've got the white, the colour, and then another drop.
Okay.
And we'll just see what it does. And then I thought, okay, so let's go on to another one. And I wanted them to be quite organic looking. I didn't want them to look like, I wanted them to look very sort of disease ridden.
Like a proper Petri dish.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of wanting.
Okay.
That was my aim, to have like proper germed up looking coasters. I just thought that would be really cool. I know. What? I don't think there's anything wrong with a bit of germy coaster.
See, now if I'd have said that, you'd have gone, oh, you're dark or you're twisted or something.
Yeah, because it would be twisted if you said it.
But because you've said it, it's okay.
I'm a nurse.
Yeah, fair point.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So
you've said worse.
Exactly. So that's what I was going for. Now the one thing that I would say is you've got two of the bottles that came with it are, and I will show them in a later video, but you've got the Claro extender, and then there is the cleaning solution. Now the extender is what you can dilute. I mean, okay, so you can dilute these inks with just bulk standard alcohol ink. That's absolutely fine, and you can do that. But if you use the extender, it dilutes it but keeps it really nice and glossy.
Okay.
It maintains its the glossiness and that sort of thing. And then the cleaner is to dilute and help. You can use that to help dilute and blend them a bit more. So if I was doing a bloom, say, with these inks, because they don't spread like a cheapo.
Yeah.
That's not to say that these are expensive. They're just real high quality.
But yeah, so when you're doing a bloom,
I use
the cheaper the better.
Yeah, I do. I use the cheapest inks that I've got.
Yeah.
Because it causes them to spread nicely in the resin. the higher the quality the ink, the less it will spread, is what I found. So one of the colours that Jacquard sent us was this shadow grey, and I love it. It
looks germy.
It's not, well, you put in a bit of yellow with it, and this actually ends up being my favourite. I'll spoiler, but it does end up being my favourite. I think it looks proper contagion. I'm like, that looks nasty.
That looks like it do some damage.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I did. I was like, that's exactly. But I mean, I thought the red looked a bit happy. So I just popped a little bit of pink just to try and mix it in a bit with that black and just get a bit of ickiness going. Okay. I don't feel that I was successful on the icky as I could have been, because they are such pretty colours.
That one on the bottom right is looking really cool. I like that one.
Yeah. But I have to say, I really enjoyed doing this. It was such good fun, and I've not done it for such a long time. Like, it's well over. I suppose
it's because it's such a simple thing to do. It's quite easy just to go with the flow, really, and just without any rhyme or reason, just chuck your inks in.
That's literally what I did. I thought, right, these are the colours I'm going to go with, and I quite like them. So I do stir. Look at that.
Yeah. Now, I remember while I was editing this, one of them, you can see it there while you're stirring it. It's got like a skin.
Yeah, I think I may have left it a little bit too long.
Right, okay.
But it's this one. But that was completely my fault. I don't think, if I was to do this again...
See, I'd have left that one.
I would absolutely not stir them.
Yeah.
But I don't know what possessed me. I can't remember do I stir all of them?
Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to have to do them again, aren't I?
Yeah, because it's a shame, really, because that one...
Yeah, it was...
That one was really nice.
No, it was. But it's one of those things that you don't know when to leave it alone, isn't it?
I would have left it alone.
Well, that's because you'd have fallen asleep on the sofa or something, but...
What? Where did that come from?
Well, you've been laying the patio, so every time you sit down, you fall asleep.
It's hard work.
Well, it's not.
We sat down yesterday.
Yeah.
And you went, I'm knackered. And I've only been watching you lot.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. I was making tea. There was a lot of tea making.
Yes.
Not as much as there could have been, I'll grant you, but
no.
I also had to entertain little humans.
You did, yes. That in itself is a task. And
I'm not going to lie, I think I'd rather dig a garden.
I would rather have dug
They've
the garden.
run me ragged.
Yeah.
Although they left here with several temporary tattoos.
What? Yeah, they were literally covered head to toe. They had like full arm sleeves.
Yeah.
Yes, the next time we want to use a tattoo in something, we're not going to be able to find any because they've had them all.
They have. They were like, Grandma.
Yeah. Go and choose a couple, and they come back and they had like 10 sheets.
No, that's not what happened. I said to them, I said, just lay them all out and pick the ones you want. You can have them. I said, unless it's a really nice one and then Grandma wants to keep it. And the tiny human came down and she went, can I have this one? And she did that, she does that Puss in Boots look. She did that, and I can't say no to it. And she knows I can't say no to it. So that was on her arm 10 minutes later.
They had a handful.
Yeah, they had really nice ones as well.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to this. Back to the Petri. So this is a day later. So they're all nice and dry. And I thought, I'm just going to back them. Now, I'm using, are you ready for this? Beige.
See, that looks caramel.
It's Just Resin's beige. Now, in my defense, it's to do some ocean stuff with. So it's the sandy colour. but it is technically beige. So I am actually on my channel using beige.
And you were dissing it a while ago as well.
Yeah, something I said we'd never do. We don't do beige, we do colours.
Yeah.
And here I am, eating my words, using beige.
See, now I actually quite like the colour because it.
But I was going to say it's a really nice colour.
It's a nice colour, yeah.
It's beautiful.
I wouldn't say that was beige. If you said to me what colour is that, I'd have gone caramel.
Well, do you know what? It reminds me of caramilk.
Caramac.
Which is caramilk now.
Is it?
Yeah, we've got a bar in the fridge. It's caramilk.
Oh. Why?
Cadbury's caramilk is what Caramac became. Yeah.
No.
It is. Well, we'll sort that out later and I'll let everybody know. But anyway, it does remind me of that. But it is actually the Just Resin beige. And I love it. I really do. Now, I thought, I've got a little bit left over. Do I want a beige turtle? And I thought, he's told me off because I've got too many turtles.
Way too many. But you still go ahead and do one.
Well, but let me explain.
Oh, please do. And while you're trying to explain, just maybe explain what's on your desk at this moment in time as well.
Okay, right. So, allow me to explain.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking. I bought a little whale mold to replace the turtle.
Yeah.
I can't find it.
Shocker.
It's in the cupboard somewhere, but I don't know where it is. It's not in the new mold box.
Is it in the animal mold box?
Well, it might be, but there's a lot of molds in there and I didn't want to go through them. So I left that and I thought I'll just make a turtle. Now, as to what's on my desk at the moment, that was I've had quite the stressful day, so I don't want to talk about it, but it is a turtle and it made me feel happy. Okay? And that's all we're going to talk about.
Uh-huh.
So back to my video.
We've got a visitor soon who is going to count every single turtle.
No, she's not. I'm going to hide them. Anyway, after I'd put the pigment in, I felt they were a bit dull. So I was and this is just me experimenting. And I thought, how do these inks behave if you put them into a pigment?
Yeah.
So how does the pinata behave in a pigment? So I just stuck some on the back.
Yeah. It's like a double Petri.
Well, no, it's not like a double Petri. It was just I put some on the back just to see what they do, basically.
So that one at the top right, I really like that as it is. It's a shame they don't stay like that.
I know, and because if you notice at this point, I've noticed that's what it's done, and I've tried to do it with another colour, just to see. But spoiler, it does not stay like that. We could have written that though, couldn't we? We know that resin does its own thing.
It does, but the way that it moved leads me to think that your desk was not level.
Well, it possibly wasn't, because somebody not too far away from me has been fiddling with things. So it's possible that it needs re-leveling.
I shall have a look.
So, but this wasn't about the picture on the back. This was just what do Pinata inks do when put into a pigment as opposed to a transparent. So it was kind of two experiments in one. 2 for 1. Look at this.
Wow.
I know.
Look at this.
Extra value.
Extra value, yeah.
Well,
some value. Yeah.
A little bit of value. So, unfortunately, this is how they ended up.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a bit... And I thought, I wonder if I can just, tart them up a bit, make them look a bit better. But I think it had gone a bit past where it needed to be. So I did my best.
Yeah.
I did my best. I had a fiddle. And then I thought, well, it's the bottom anyway. And if it's really horrible, I'll just cover it with I'll just cover it with cork.
I do like them though, like that.
But you'll see as it dries, I actually thought, no, actually I don't dislike it.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. It's one of those that makes me just go, So tell me what you think in the comments. Do you think it's yay, nay, or
I like them. They're like coloured clouds.
I wanted something more than the beige, I felt. And that's what I got. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't want to put black on.
That's
If
fair
you
enough.
you do black for a lot of things, and I just didn't want to do black. I wanted to use other colours. And I thought the beige is what sang to me with because I didn't want to take anything away from the vibrancy of the inks. So that's why it was beige. But I just had a little play with the cabochons.
Yeah.
And then I left it alone. But of course I didn't, because you can see there's 4 miraculously appeared more cabochons.
It's like magic.
I enjoyed it so much. I thought once it was off camera, I was like, I'm just going to make a couple more. And my plan was to remove them before I started filming again. And I forgot. And then I'd already started once I realised. And I thought, oh, well. So that's the reds.
See, that makes a change, because most of the time you forget to record stuff.
I know. But I quite like these little pieces. And I'm not going to use them for jewellery, which is what they're supposed to be for, but I'm going to actually put them into my cabochon box. And I'm going to, would have been nice if I'd have showed that on the blooming camera, wouldn't it? But you can see the spores.
The spores.
Well, that's what they would be if it was an actual Petri dish. But so some people would say that that's blobby. I don't mind the blobbiness in Petri.
Yeah.
It depends what I'm making and how I'm making and what my intent is. For this particular purpose, because I wanted this organic feeling, I don't mind the blobbiness.
Yeah.
If this was a piece of jewellery, I probably would have.
No, I actually quite like that.
I'd have done it slightly different. But you can see I definitely got the spores.
Yeah.
So at this point, I was quite excited. I was like, "Oh!" And I love that one. I really like that one. Is
that because it's blue and purple?
Well, it looks a bit like a galaxy in there.
It does.
And then you turn it that way, and it looks a bit like a city sort of sphere. I was like, I did a thing. And then I thought, well, I might as well take these off. So all I did with these is I popped a bit of resin in, and I used one colour, 4 drops of one colour in exactly the same spot, and then I put 1 drop of the Blanco Blanco white just to see how it behaved. I was just curious. If that's what you do and you do nothing else to it, what does it do? And it works really well, I have to say. I don't think this is going to be my last Petri thing, if I'm honest.
Could you do it in something a lot deeper?
Yeah, of course you can.
So, like, for example, if I had a skull.
Yeah, you can do it in skulls, yeah. We will be doing it in skulls in a few weeks, because it's going to be Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, there's going to be lots of skull action.
In a few weeks. Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. September.
Yeah.
We'll be doing skulls and things. Little spoiler for everybody listening, which, if you are still listening, by the way, and you're enjoying, thank you very much. No, thank you to anybody. I'll just quickly mention all of our members, our subscribers, anyone who's liked, commented, watched a video from start to finish.
Left us a super thanks.
Bought us a
coffee.
We don't do that anymore. We got rid of the buy us a coffee.
Right, it was buy us a tea, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, we got rid of that too. It's just super thanks. It's just everything's through YouTube now, because it's too much. It's too much, all over the shop. So it's just buy us
too
coffee.
Much faffing.
Yeah. So it's just that. But yeah, you really are the Petri in my dish. Thank you very much. So this is the moment.
Ooh.
I was quite nervous, but I was quite pleased with myself. I was like, I did a thing.
You've done the thing.
And you can really see in the sort of the side of it, I don't know if it does it justice on the camera though, because I was well chuffed. I was so happy. This worm, I mean, look at that. That's
nice.
That is a disease. That is a bio thing just waiting to be released. And look at the spores.
That's cool.
So happy. And I'm not just saying this because they sent us something. I think anyone who's watched us for any time knows that if these were a load of pants, I would be like,
they're pants.
They're pants. I've got no problem. But out of all of the Petris that I've done, I don't know if I got lucky, but these have given me the absolute best results ever.
Yeah,
because the colours have stayed true to the colours I put in. Every other time I've done a Petri, they've always become a bit wishy-washy. Now that could be my technique. That could be a number of things. But I do think that the quality of these inks is a lot to do with it. That one, I loved this one.
Yeah.
I was really torn between this one and the black and gold one.
I like that one.
Yeah, but they're all different.
Yeah.
In
different ways.
In different ways. They're all different in different ways. I'm glad I could clear that up for you. No, I think that they just stayed so vibrant. I was like, wow. I tell you what I might do with these is I might just pop them, like, I'll figure out where they would fade the most and see if they keep their colour, because I was really, really impressed.
Oh, look, a turtle.
And then I tried to do a bit of a Petri effect on a turtle. I don't know if it was successful because I don't know if there's clear in the top. Oh, no, there is. Yep. No, he's fine. What?
So you've made that many, they fade into one.
Well, it's not that they fade into one, but look at his underside. He looks nice. And then he's got a nice greeny, bluey shell.
Yeah. No,
but
I'll give you that. That's quite nice.
I think he's a very nice turtle. Available in our shop.
Shameless plug.
No, I think it's a cool mould. I love that mould. But if I find the whale, there'll be a lot of whales, and then you'll be moaning about those, won't you?
We're just going to be overrun with sea creatures.
No, we're not. Just shush. So, that was my back to the start Petri coasters.
Yeah.
So it's just off for the glamour shots, and
there they are.
There they are.
Yeah.
So, if you're still with us, thank you very much. And if you think you like our creative sort of chaos, please do hit that like button.
And while you're down there, give the subscribe a little tickle.
And just for you super special, lovely people that stayed all the way to the end, there is a discount code for Jacquard in the description.
Yep.
And there's links to all the products of theirs that I've used. So do go check them out. I wholeheartedly, 100% recommend them.
Yep.
They are fantastic.
Yeah. And this is part 1 of a series that we're going to be doing for these.
It's like we're grown-up YouTubers.
I know. I'm
going to do another alcohol ink.
Well, we're going to use the other colours.
It's very exciting because the next video I'm going full on artistic.
Yes.
I'm going to be an artiste.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Well, when I say, I'm just, not saying any more, but full artiste in the next one.
Yeah.
Is it the next one? No, it's not. No. The next one, I'm teaching you how to use, help me, please.
Yeah. Nikki's teaching me how to use Aquacast. Oh. So that will be on Saturday.
I can feel myself twitching already. Honestly, that's going to be, torture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yep.
hopefully we'll see you there.
Yeah.
And if not, have a great couple of days.
Yep.
Take care. Bye.
Bye for now.